Are we finally seeing the signs of Oda rushing One Piece? Because we all know that Oda was looking to finish One Piece in the next 5 years. His goal has always been to like retire at a set age and explore the world. I think that was at 40 or something like that. And he's like 35. I don't know the exact numbers. I'll have them up on the screen, but I know that there was like a 5-year like deadline. I think it was like a year ago that he set. And are we finally starting to see the signs of Oda rushing the end of One Piece? And what I mean by that is the reveal of Sun God Nika. That I know of, the first actual mention of Sun God Nika was in chapter 1018 by Who's Who when he was fighting Jinbei. Who's Who was asking Jinbei if you've ever heard of a Sun God Nika. Slaves apparently were talking about it. He was trying to get more information. That was pretty much all we heard about that, right? A couple chapters later, the world government starts mention of a devil fruit that is not an actual paramecia, that is actual mythical zone, and they hid the fruits for for fear that the world would chase after fruit, or whatever the actual fear of it is. They didn't specifically say the fear, but the assumption is that they believe that the world would chase after this fruit if they knew what it actually was, so they hid the name, and it turns out that the name was Hito Hito no Mi Maro Nika, which is the human fruits Maro Nika. So we're in chapter 1046. The first mention of Sun God Nika was 28 chapters ago. 28 chapters ago. 28 chapters ago, we found out who Nika was. I'm gonna give it maybe 15 chapters ago. Right, for the love of me, this was like, I have to go to school soon, so I was kind of trying to make this video quickly. I'll have a link here on the screen and tell you exactly which chapter it is, where the world government began to like mention and hint at that there's a devil fruit that is not actually a paramecia. This all happened in the span of 28 chapters, and then boom, here we go. Luffy is the Sun God Nika, aka Joy Boy. 28 chapters. 28 chapters. When in the history of One Piece has that ever happened, where in the span of 28 chapters we've learned where what we thought was real got twisted and flipped upside down so quickly? Haki, for example. Haki has been hinted at as early as Alabasta. There was a scene in the anime and in the manga where Crocodile believed that Luffy was using Haki when he was attacking him with the blood on his hand, and that's how he was getting hit. Even though we didn't actually figure out what Haki was until the near the area of the time skip, or before, or right after the time skip, or right before the time skip, there has been hints of Haki since then. In Skypiea, observation Haki, right? So on and so there's always been hints. Oda has always given us subtle hints. He's always given us the writing in the walls before he gives us the smoke signal, before he gives us the red flag, before he gives us the reveal. That has always been Oda's MO. That's one of the things that makes Oda a masterful writer. His metaphors are just bar to none. He is just like Einstein level of manga directing. He is just, I don't even know what the word. He is non-human. He is godly when it comes to this type of stuff. But I feel that Oda dropped the ball on this one. I do. And I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate. And I feel like every time I make one of these videos, I do get a lot of hate. But we have to take off our Oda glasses for 1 minute and look at it story-wise. How much better would the story have been if we started learning about Sun God Nika a lot earlier? Maybe 4 arcs ago, right before the time skip, right? When we first meet Jinbei, because apparently Jinbei has some sort of connection with the Sun God Nika. He seems to know, the fishmen seem to know about the Sun God. Maybe that's where their symbol originated from, the sun. They want to go to the sun, right? Maybe the fishmen in that fishmen arc, maybe they start getting mentions of a Sun God Nika, right? Then a little earlier on, maybe in Punk Hazard, right, where we start talking about devil fruits and artificial devil fruit, we start maybe getting hints of, hey, sometimes devil fruits are not really what they seem, right? Maybe, hey, maybe it's a paramecia, but it's actually this, or it's actually that, or we start getting mentions, because there's another thing, that another fan theory is that the Yami Yami no Mi, Blackbeard's fruit, is not actually a Logia. It doesn't really have any of the properties of a Logia, right? The main property of a Logia is that you become the element that you consume, right? If you eat the fire fruit, you become fire. If you eat the ice fruit, you become ice, right? If you the snow fruit, you become snow. Blackbeard fruit is the only Logia in which you eat the fruit and you do not become the element that you consume, right? In fact, it actually has weird abilities where you can remove other people's devil fruit's ability, or it's odd. It doesn't act like a regular Logia, right? Could be the same thing with Luffy's fruit, right? How is Luffy able to create Red Hawk? That I know of, I mean, there's, you know, rubber friction maybe in that aspect. You're able to create flames, right? There has. I wish this was just done better. I feel like, don't get me wrong, I love Gear 5. The abilities match Luffy perfectly. The great liberator, great chaser, and bringer of freedom. Who more than Luffy, who wants to be the freest person in the world, who is literally always fighting for people. He's never really fighting for himself. The one arc that he did fight for himself was when he was trying to save Ace, and really you can say that he was trying to save Ace, so he really wasn't fighting for himself. He was fighting for his brother. So who better than to have that ability where he can fight in total freedom, where everything he touches or everything around him turns to rubber, and he can like do like these cartoon moves. The ability is nuts, and it's fucking insane, and it's really, really cool, and I love it. And I think it's awesome from here on for the story. But I'd be fooling myself if I said that this reveal didn't feel rushed. It didn't feel like Oda was just checking off boxes. He's like, no, we gotta throw in the reveal of Joy Boy here, or if not, we're not gonna be able to get to it until so and so forth, and that's gonna delay this, and that's gonna delay, like, no, man. This to me, I've been watching One Piece and reading One Piece since early 2000s. I don't know the exact date, but I want to say 2001 is when I've started investing into One Piece. You know, we're 22 years later. I'm 30 years old. I can easily say I've invested half of my life into One Piece. I read it weekly. I watch the anime. I love this show. I love the story. I love this anime. I love this world. I love pretty much everything about this series. And I would be lying to you if I told you that I love this reveal. This reveal is the one part in this entire story where it did not feel natural, where it felt altered. And we've experienced something similar with Bleach. Bleach was amazing, and then they started rushing it, and then next thing you know, the ending was right? I hate to say it, I don't want that for One Piece. I really don't want that for one. I really don't want that for One Piece. Please no. Please no. Please no. That's the no. Please no. This sucks. This sucks. I really hope this was just a one-off. I really do. I really do. Because if this is perfect example, Elbaf, man. They're turning Elbaf into a movie. I get it. Time constraint, right? Got 5 years. I got so much information, so much things. Why does Shanks have a daughter all of a sudden? You get what I'm saying? Why is literally Usopp's like, and probably Luffy's two of their biggest arcs, right? Where Luffy finally gets to reunite with Shanks. You know, Usopp gets to reunite with his father and finally ask him the questions. You know what I'm saying? These are like pivotal moments. And why is this being put in a movie? You know? And again, I get it. Time constraint, 5 years. But fuck, man. Fuck those 5 years, bro. At what point are we just gonna say fuck those 5 years, man? Because if this is what's left of the rest of One Piece, I'm worried. And I hope you guys are too, because I'm very worried. So, you know, we get the reveal. Luffy gets smacked. I don't know how you get smacked, and that somehow awakens your devil fruit, right? Because from even Kaido himself mentioned it, that the awakening is when your brain and your body finally comprehend your devil fruit, right? So how is getting smacked unconscious suddenly awake your devil fruit? The other thing is Luffy, if Luffy has been a zone this entire time, how has he never noticed? Has he always permanently been in a hybrid form where he's, you know, rubber and human, and then when he finally goes into the full you know, Zoan form, he's full rubber and everything around him is rubber? And so there's there a form where he's just human and he doesn't have any rubber properties, right? It's weird. It's weird. It's almost like it's really not even a zone either. So there is a lot of I feel like this reveal has brought on more questions than answers, and I feel like the timing of it all, I kind of made it sloppy. Kind of made the reveal sloppy. And I really hope that the rest of the story is not like this, because this is at least for me, this is one of the greatest stories in anime. It's been running for so long because of the world building, the metaphor, the character development, the characters, settings, the story arcs. I mean, there's so many. An anime doesn't go for this long or be this successful for this long for just any goddamn reason, right? This story has all the makeup to be one of the greatest stories of all time, and I really hope they don't pull a Bleach here and they rush everything to meet this crazy 5-year deadline. And I love Oda, right? I love his story, I love what he does, and I want him to be able to do what he wants to do. But if you have a 5-year timeline, right? Like, let's say I'm Oda and I have a 5-year timeline. Why am I spending 2 years on Wano? All right. So I have 3 years to figure out who Imsam is, figure out where devil fruits are coming from, talk about Vegapunk, figure out about the world government and the revolutionary army and Sabo and right, and that's a couple of things, right? We can keep going. Uranus, what's going on with Uranus, the intellect of Uranus. The list goes on. I don't have enough fingers to count all these question marks that are still left over, that are probably going to be left over after Wano, right? Unless Wano turns out to be this like ancient location where all like half of these answers are given to us because of the location. But yeah, I'm hoping it's not the sign of One Piece rushing to the end, because this reveal for me feels rushed. I feel like Oda dropped the ball on it. I have to, you know, it's not criticism out of a bad place. It's constructive criticism. I know Oda will probably never hear this video or never see this video, but me as a loving member of this community, and I'm hoping I get to reach out to other members of this community who love this story as much as I do. You got to see the flaws and acknowledge them, because that's the only way you're gonna make it better, right? If there's an off chance that this is able to reach enough ears where we can make a big enough noise where Oda's like, hey, fuck, I kind of did drop the ball on that Nika reveal, maybe I shouldn't do that, and then we'll get that story that we all deserve, that we all crave, that we all need, you know? I'm worried. I'm not going to lie. I am very worried. This could be the first sign that they're rushing the ending of One Piece. And again, I won't know until the movie is released, because we don't have that much information yet. We got a trailer. We got a couple of images. You know, Shanks has a daughter, but that's pretty much it. I don't even think they've confirmed that it's in Elbaf. I know people are saying that the entire Elbaf arc is gonna be the movie. I'm really hoping it's not. If it is, that's gonna put a wrench on the story, because those are scenes that a lot of people who have been, you know, reading and watching One Piece for a while have been looking forward to. Usopp, meaning his father, Luffy meeting Shanks, right? These are like moments where Luffy finally becomes a great pirate, and then he meets Shanks, right? These are the moments where us fans have been like, fuck yeah, bro. When that moment happens, we're like, we're near the end line. You know what I'm saying? We're near the finish line. Okay. Like, dreams, goals are and ambitions are starting to get fulfilled. Like okay, fuck yeah, And it's in a movie. It's not even. Most One Piece movies have been non-canon. This movie gonna be non-canon. So is the whole Shanks and Usopp meeting parents thing not gonna be canon? Are we just gonna skip over that completely, right? Like, there's guys, I'm worried. And if you guys are too, leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think. Am I just blowing this out of proportion? Am I just overreacting, or maybe I'm onto something? I don't know. But you guys let me know in the comment section below. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much. Hit that like button if you guys like this. If you don't, leave a comment in the section below. Tell me why didn't you like this? What did I miss? Right? I'm human. I miss stuff. Right? I did a quick search, and I saw that the first mention of God Nika was in chapter 1018. I could be wrong. I've also seen theories where they mentioned that there was gods and deities in Skypiea, and Nika was one of them. And there's a whole other theory going around about how Dragon is also a deity, and so there's a lot of theories going around. But I don't really want to talk about theories right now. I want to talk about the pacing of the story, and with the information we got, it feels like it was rushed from what I'm seeing. Again, I could be off. I'm only human. I could have missed something. If there was something I missed, leave it in the comment section below. But either way, guys, thank you guys so much. Subscribe if you like this. Want to see more? Hit the like button if you liked it. Till next time.